I'm just going to take a few moments and just speak about celebrating mothers, because moms, moms rule. Really, they do, they rule, and we got some amazing moms in this house, and I am so proud in the Lord of all of you because you carry the load. You pour out your love and your affection on your children, on your husbands, and you lead the way. And this week has been about children in a sense. All week long, we've been, we went to a special program at Thomasville Road Baptist Church, at CLA. I don't know what was it. I know, but what? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Grandparents' Day, and it was awesome. There was, I don't know, 600 people there, maybe something like that, and all the kids got up and sang some songs and quoted some Bible verses and did different things. But I was just so impressed to see the kind of work that goes on in people investing in the lives of young kids. And I know all of you moms do that. You invest yourself in your kids, and you give yourself to them. And I just love how you, especially you fire moms. How many fire moms do we have in here? There's fire moms in here. They're not going to let anything go by without, talking about it, dealing with it, praying over it, flame throwing it. Stomp on it, yes. And you are just an amazing bunch of people. And I was thinking this, last night, this morning, is how do you address that group of people? Because it's really hard. It's really hard to top that, And we just want to bless you today. And I've said this before, that there's also a 2.0 Fire Moms that's connected to the House of Prayer. What are they? The prayer women, I think we call them, or something. They are fire women. They're fire women. You're fire moms. They're fire women. And I walk in fear and trepidation around them in the Lord because they won't let anything go either. You walk in that door, we meet on a regular basis, they will put their supernatural loving claws into you and pray over you and command every demon to depart from your body, or from your, if you're sick or whatever is going on. We're taking authority. We're not going to allow this to happen in this place. Yeah, not on my watch. We draw that red line, and you don't cross over it, And so it's kind of been a week like that. And, of course, we had the Bible reading. Families came out sitting on blankets. I loved walking through the group, with my little silly iPhone, filming everybody and getting up close on certain ones and then posting it. I've had the most posts of any post in history on my Facebook page. And I have to tell my kids about it because most of them don't go on Facebook, so I have to, that's an old people thing, they do some other stuff, I don't know. But then to see at National Day of Prayer, as kids came up and they wanted to pray. We asked one of the schools, I think it was CLA, to come out, and we thought, okay, she asked, oh, here we go.
Sorry. You guys, you're used to us, whatever. But I asked for 2 kids from the school to pray after they'd done the pledge. And so they were talking to the kids and said, okay, I need 2 kids to volunteer. 5 kids volunteered, and another one volunteered. And my heart was so moved because I wanted kids to pray, because that's where the battle is for the babies, and it's for the children right now heavily. And it just blessed me.
What did that mom say to you?
Which?
Send you a text about?
I don't know. I've had so many texts.
Her young kid praying.
Oh, I don't even remember what she said, but she said it just moved her, and the kid was so moved, and the parents were moved. It blessed the mom to hear her child pray, because she didn't know her child was going to do that. And that's our heart, seeing those kids. It was so powerful. And if you guys didn't get a chance to be there, it's worth going back to Hilltop site to watch the children, because that was just my heart, that there was such a move. And the other thing is, he's talking about moms and dads, but the governor's faith-based liaison. That the governor, it is a person that Governor DeSantis knew that he wanted in a position, created a position called liaison to the governor for faith-based initiatives. And his son was there, and his son was, I think, 15, and he came to visit. They live in St. Augustine, but under the tent, he introduced me to his son, and when I saw that the son, a teenage son, was there, I said, will you pray? And I'm putting the kid on the spot, you know? And I tell you what, when he prayed, it was so powerful, and to see a father and son pray. And it is the generation. So on Mother's Day, moms, when you're praying and late at night when you're up with the babies or kids or somebody's sick, and it's usually the moms, sometimes the dads, but usually the moms. Sometimes, oh, that's true. Eric gets up too. I trained him well. Thank me. Okay, no. But we're praying for our kids in the good times, the bad times. But when you get to see them stand up as a kid and a teenager and hear, you know, Liz Varan. That's true. Liz Varan's got a whole boatload. I was thinking about your little one, the first one, when we started the House of Prayer. Friday night was our 17th anniversary of the House of Prayer. And Elijah came in, I think it was probably either the first or second year after we'd started, I don't know. And he got up, was praying in the Spirit. It was powerful. He was praying too. No, and he was praying in the Spirit. Yeah. It was powerful. And that was the firstborn. And now it was 6 children and watching them pray. And you're having Aubrey Breedlove and her children up there leading worship. And then her dad sang the closing song, The Awakening, he'd written. As you're talking about celebrating mothers, we're celebrating the families. And moms, when you're praying, dads, when you're praying, watching kids grow up and the Lord use them, and then their kids, my kids having kids, your kids, Lisa, and others having kids. It's such a blessing. But the prayers never die that you're praying in the middle of the night when you're weeping and crying and sleep deprived. They're filling the bowls in heaven. And you'll watch the Lord move in your children's lives. And it's such a blessing.
What did you, don't leave. You talked to somebody else about, I think they had teenage kids, and you gave them three things that the influence that a mom can have in making sure that that kid is raised rightly. What were those 3 things?
Somebody was saying, it was great to see their kid pray, but, the kid was fixing to become a tween and then a teenager, and how hard the teenage years are. And I was like, it's just like a lot of times moms say, the terrible twos. Don't use that. Don't use that. Say terrific twos. Sometimes they're great twos. The threes can be a little challenging, but no, but there really is something about not giving in to that thing, especially what the world says. That teenagers have to go through their garbage and be rebellious and all this junk. That is belched out of hell. Okay? It's just belched out of hell. Nice, I am being nice. I'm a mom. This is how moms war. We declare teenage years do not have to be challenging. Yes, the kids are growing up and they're learning and trying to figure out who they are in the Lord and the family and finding their faith, which they do have to find their faith, then walk through it. But it matters. And I told them all, you pray for them, you pray for them, you pray for them, you fast, you declare the word over them, and you watch carefully who they hang out with. Ooh, wow. That matters. And don't let them do stuff just because everybody else is doing it. You be the one that if, they go, I don't like it, all my friends are doing it. Well, too bad, But as you pray for your kids and you watch over them, and that's what I told this mom, I was like, it doesn't have to be the terrible teenage years or the rough this, and this. It can be the most amazing times where those kids are growing in their faith and they're growing up as ones that love the Lord. So that's to moms that have teenagers and dads. Be encouraged in that, but what you do. And you know what? I know we've got single moms in here too, and you've done a great job raising when you do that and you pray. God uses that and watching them grow up. So it's amazing. It's what we do in praying for our families.
Amen. The incredible influence a mom can have in the family and on their children. In just the last few moments, I'm going to read out of Proverbs 31. It says, "Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts in her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. She is like a merchant ship. She brings her food from afar. She also rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maidservants. She considers a field and buys it. From her profits she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good, and her lamp does not go out by night. She stretches out her hands to the staff. Her hands hold the spindle. She extends her hand to the poor. Yes, she reaches out her hands to the needy. She's not afraid of snow for her household. For all of her household is clothed with scarlet. She makes tapestry for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. When he sits among the elders of the land, she makes linen garments and sells them and supplies sashes for the merchants. Her husband is known in the gates. I pull into the Capitol. We call on the phone to let us in the gate. And the Capitol Police come out and let you in. They look under your car, make sure you don't have anything. Park over there, and then I open the doors and I get out and I start carrying stuff out. Well, then Pam pulls in behind me and gets out. And he says, "Oh, it's you. Oh, I didn't know you were with her, Her husband is known in the gates, Your reputation precedes you. I was in Washington, D.C. one time. Cindy Jacobs was there speaking, a lot of different people walking down the aisle for an important meeting. I forget what it was. It was probably around election time. I was there. And I'm trying to shake hands with people and meet them. Hey, hello, my name is Tenney Olsen. Oh, okay, hey, fine, and they keep walking. And I said, Pam, you might know Pam Olsen. She's my wife. Oh, Pam, yes. That's how you get to know people, So I am Mr. Pam Olsen, just so you know. But that's because of the amazing, virtuous woman that God has given me. I love you so much, sweetie. Happy Mother's Day. I was getting you back from what you said at National Day of Prayers I'm filming, and she said, "My husband is standing down there sweating. I love you so much." It's good to feel good about your family and your wife and your husband, and to share those feelings out loud. Strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom most of the time. And on her tongue is the law of kindness. And you must learn how to, God gives you a gift and you're supposed to use it, right? And you have to learn how to temper it at times. Sometimes it's not good to open your mouth and say everything that's on your mind and then some. But it's all okay. I knew what I was getting into 43 years ago. She watches over the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. She's busy, always working at it. Always doing things, always, taking care of family, taking care of grandkids, taking care of opportunities for the Lord. It's not just to build up your own name or I am somebody, but it's to do the work of God in this hour that we're living. And I know when the pressure is on, the best thing I can do is get out of the house. You know, you wonder why I go to Costco so much. Because she asked me, are you leaving soon? When are you leaving? Why are you asking me? The best thing I can do is get out of the house and just go do my thing, you know? Because it allows her to be able to make the calls she needs to make, talk to the people she needs to talk to and get a hold of. God will tell her, you need to contact this person. Or if it's even just praying out loud in the Spirit in the house, without her husband interrupting her. Not that I would interrupt her, but I would slow her down, okay? And that's okay. So therefore, we go to Costco. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, he praises her. Most amazing of all. Many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. It's the greatest quality a woman can have, one who fears the Lord. And so, most of all, today, this morning, I'm wishing all of you a happy Mother's Day, but I want to wish Super Nana, Pam Olsen, the prayer lady, a happy Mother's Day. And everybody else, too. Yes, I'm including everybody. I'm not singling you out. Let me just rattle off some of these qualities of moms. Moms are giving. They give away everything. I have to constantly make sure that she doesn't run out of cash. I mean, mom cash, you know, the kind that you hide in drawers, you know, and because she will take it and give it to other people. She'll take it and spend it on something else to bless somebody else. I know many of you are that way. Moms are brave and protective. We got fire moms in this place. We got a bunch of JLs. They walk around with tent pegs and hammers and sledgehammers, and they're ready to nail anybody who gets in the way of God's purposes for their family. Moms are spiritual warriors over their families. They watch, they pray, they persevere, and they make sure that everyone is safe and secure. Moms are unselfish and sacrificing. If you are a selfish person and you're a woman, as soon as you have children, you will become unselfish because you can't coexist with the other, okay? Yeah, that's correct. You basically die when you become a mom or a dad. Your life is over. Mom's work is never done. We feel so bad for our children, and, we try to help as much as we can. Mom's work is never done. There's always kids to take care of, meals to prepare, houses to clean, places, drop off kid, doctor visits, taking care of grandkids, going places. Moms are creative. And you got to be really creative as a mom. Pam is creative. I'll be talking to her. She'll have a phone conversation going on in her AirPod in her ear. She'll be watching some program, some video clip, one of the Fire Mom clips or whatever on the other one, and it's like, and I'm talking to her, and she's got this blank look on her face, like, and I walk up and I look in her ear, and can you take that thing out for a minute, I'm trying to say something. Or maybe I should go to Costco, I don't know. Moms are very smart. They know pretty much how to do anything. They'll get the job done. They'll figure it out. Yes, butter is what heals bumps on the head, right? Somebody got a really bad one, and was that Amy? Is that what it was? Yeah. It reminded me of the time when Eric and Jared were playing with the Batmobile on top of our coffee table, and Eric is looking at the coffee table level, and Jared takes it and he just, whoa! And it was pointed at the front, and it went right into his forehead. It looked like a David and Goliath kind of thing, you know? And I watched the bump come out. Oh, wait, it was Jared that got it in the forehead, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Jared. Jared was the one. Eric was the one who did the Lamborghini or whatever it was. I watched that thing, and I watched the rage rise up in Jared. Rage, maybe not the right word, but the disappointment of what just happened. And I saw it grow. It just kind of came out, and he's thinking in his thoughts, what just happened to me? This doesn't feel good. And I started seeing steam come out, and then a big cry, you know. I guess they were about 4 or 5 years old. I don't know. Poor thing. And lastly, moms are just amazing. Moms are just amazing. And we honor you all today and value you. You have a place in your families, in our hearts as the House of Prayers, Hilltop Church. We want you to know we love you and you're special people, and whatever we can do today to totally spoil you, that's what we're going to do. And if it was up to me, the food truck would be out there right now on the house. We'd be cooking. We'll be Pellegrino with lime slices in it and the whole bit. But it'll happen one of these days. I got a few people that would be eager to help me out, I know. So anyway, have a great Mother's Day. Lord, I ask you to bless the moms. I'm not going to ask the worship team to come up today. Just bless every mom in the house. Help them have a wonderful day, Lord, and just help us guys be inspired by who they are in Jesus. We give you praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Mother's Day.